Welcome to the Seaside Frameworks Network. In this demo, we'll show you how to create a quote, enter some frames in, and then save that quote. First, we open the software and hit the New button. And we want a new quote. I'm going to label that quote. And go directly down on the left to default options. And we are going to go with YKK, and they're black anodized. And the glass we'll pick from the browser. There's impact and non-impact glass already loaded. 9/16 blue. And then we go directly down the items and hit the add frame button just above it. And we're going to add YKK's YHS 50. So we have two of these. And we're going to label this W1. And go directly over to the Design tab. And from here, there's a couple of the frame designers to use. We'll go ahead and use frame definition. From here, you can pick a rake, a house, arched frame. We'll leave it as a standard. We'll go 4 panels wide, 160 by 120. Click OK. Now it's built our general frame. We're going to make this DLO 36. And we're going to hold the shift down to highlight the other DLOs and force them equal by DLO. And this panel here, we're going to put a door. The doors are down here, impact and non-impact. And we're going to add a 35H transom left-hand door. And we are going to put the perimeter subsill on this system. From there, we're going to click the horizontal button. Put one at 36, 84. Puts those in. Those are heights off the ground. Then we're going to, on the left-hand side, you see the door is under the frame in the browser. Click there, and we click on the face of the door and resources, attachment bag. We're going to add some hardware. We will add a standard closer, and we will add a 1690 single panic. We click out of it, and there's that frame built and complete. Let's say that the top row needed to be spandrel glass. So on all the tabs, there is a light by light glazing button. And we're just going to drag across these top lights and replace with a fill resource. And we have 9/16 spandrel or whatever glass that you put in. Now those lights have changed to that particular glass. We're going to add one more frame. And we'll say we have 4 of these. And these are going to be W2s. Go to my Design tab. And we'll use this grid frame wizard for these. Say these are 60 by 60. And you can do columns and rows, or you can do a light code. Light code works in columns. So a 2, 2 will be 2 in the first column, 2 lights in the second column. And that frame is finished. And we're just going to hit save. When you hit save, the miscellaneous button pops up, allows you to add brake metal, sheets, allows you to have travel, special management, and a whole list of freehand items that have been put in there. I'm going to just say that we have, to get this engineered, say it's going to be 2000, and just say FPA. Click OK. And it'll add that item to the side. And that quote is completed. So if you go to sales quote, you now have that demo 1 quote there. And we are going to look at some reports of this quote now. There's a print reports icon in the upper left. And you select the quote. And there's the quote elevations, glass, cut list, optimized cut list, and cost of bill of materials. And you can either review them or have them print straight out. First one's quote elevations. It basically just gives you an overview of the elevations. So if you have several, 20, 30 elevations, you don't have to have 30 sheets. This will hold about 4 or 5 per sheet. The next report is the elevation sheet. This will give you 1 elevation per sheet. And it has these same details on it. The glass that you have, the square foot, the joints, the color of the material. These are like your fab sheets. And a little floor plan view of each elevation. The next report is the glass list. Now, the glass will be broken up by different types of glass if you have them, with totals and the quantity of the glass. And also each piece of glass is marked with the customer reference that you gave it. Then you have a regular cut list, which is longest to shortest, like Sawman logic for all the parts. And then you have an optimized one that gives you by each bar and the total cutoffs that are left from each bar and the lengths and quantities. Then you have your final report, which is your bill of materials report. This gives you first all your extrusions, the description of the extrusion, quantity, and then your cost. Of course, when you put your multipliers in, your costs, your multipliers will show. Your glass is here broken up by whatever cost that you apply to the glass. And all the components that you need to build these particular frames are all listed out and then totaled. Then you have your door packages, which we had a 35H transom right hand door, and it has a closer and it has a Doormatic panic on it. Of course, all this stuff is still list price. Then you have your system labor, which is your fabrication and your installation. The fabrication is cost per joint and the installation is cost per square foot. Then you have your door package labor. This is labor that is applied specifically to that particular door package. And then we had our miscellaneous section where we had the engineering and testing in 2000. And on the third page, it totals them up and allows you to apply any markup that you want that you set in the system. Gives you a total cost, total area, total joints, cost per square foot, and cost per square foot not including the doors cost. And then it gives you a total perimeter in feet. That concludes this demonstration. Thank you.